Hi, just wanted to do a video tonight, and got someone special here with me, my daughter Brittany. She's going to tell her story about how she felt when I became a alcoholic. So here she is.
Hey guys, so I wasn't really here for the majority of it. I was gone. I had enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, and I left in October of 2009, right after high school. And, I think what triggered her into drinking more often and more heavily was the fact that I was the oldest of five, and I left first. And it kind of started that empty nest feeling that moms get when their kids start to leave the house. Unfortunately, I wasn't here to give her the support that she needed, in person. I would get calls. I started getting calls from my brothers and sisters, and they'd be like, Mom's not getting out of bed. She's been drinking more. She's been drinking every day. She's not wanting to do anything. She's always angry. And I could offer my, moral support over the phone, but as far as being there to diffuse rough situations or things like that, I was unable. So it kind of hurt me to, I felt like it was my fault that she started drinking more heavily, because I left first. So in all reality, it kind of was my fault because I started that process of, kids are leaving, they're starting to go. I was first, and not far after that, my younger sister left. So it was like one thing after another, and it just took a toll. So I can see why she started drinking more. It just was hard not being there to help her because everybody would gang up on her and be like, you need to stop. What are you doing? You got other kids here. And that's not how it was working in her mind. In her mind, my kids are starting to leave. What am I going to do once they all go? I'm not going to have anybody here to, hang out with or take care of. It's a scary thing to think about. So it hurt me a little bit because I was so far away. But I did, when I came home on leave, she was usually highly intoxicated. So she really didn't remember too much of me being there. And, even though I would come home for a couple days at a time, but it was hard. But after I got out and came home, 4 years after I came home? 4 years after I got out and I was discharged, we told her, that's enough. Enough is enough. It's time to stop. We're all home. We're back in the area, minus my youngest sister. She's off in California in the Navy. But other than that, the rest of us are here. We're here behind you. And so, my dad finally made the call and got her set up, and she went for 30 days. She was a little hesitant at first because she didn't want to be away from everybody for that long, which is understandable, but it's better than losing everybody altogether because my dad was on his last straw. That was it. Like, you're getting sick, you're getting more sick, and you're not doing anything about it, and you still have, your two youngest boys living at home, and they need you, and you can't keep drinking yourself sick like you do. So she finally went. And she called me about, 2 weeks after you were in there?
Yeah, because I could only make phone. I had to wait a certain amount of time before I could make phone calls.
So she gave me a call, and she let me know how she was doing, and she talked about how they had her doing, did you say yoga? They had her doing yoga, art classes, meditation, and honestly, she sounded a whole lot better, even after only being there for 2 weeks. She sounded like a completely different person. She wasn't slurring her words. She sounded happier. She didn't sound all pissed off all the time. It hurt, but we got her through it, and she's back, and she's been sober for
It'll be almost 8 months.
Almost 8 months. So everything's going great. She hasn't relapsed. She hasn't even thought about it, honestly. From what she's told me, she hasn't thought about it. She doesn't even want it. If she does happen to think about it, she said it makes her feel sick. So I'd say that's great. Plus, she gets these cool coins when she goes a certain amount of months for not drinking. So I think that's pretty cool that, you're not just going through it and being like, all right, well, I don't have any motivation to keep doing it. Like, there's no reward. It's just I'm sober and it's Cool. So it's cool that they give out little coins, you know, to help you feel and stay motivated to keep going. And she's got all of her family back now. Everyone's, you know, starting to come back together and start talking more, because she's not as closed off as she was. So that's my take on it. You know, I wasn't here for most of it, but I was here for about, you know, a couple years of it, and it was rough. It was hard because I have children, which are her little grandkids. I had 3 of them. And I told her, I was like, if you don't quit drinking, they can't come stay with you because I can't trust you to take care of them properly. So that was another thing that helped her, you know, really realize, wow, I need to stop or I'm not going to be able to be in my grandkids' lives. So that's my take on it and how it affected me. And she seemed to take that to heart. So things are better now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, whatever, and remember, we do recover. My bad. I love y'all and have a great night.